Hey everyone, this is Fork Menace, and this video I'm going to take a little risk. I've been looking at my stats, and I've noticed that my shorter videos really do better as far as audience retention. I'm going to, as an experiment, do a longer video again, but this one is not going to be focused on tips. This one's going to be more focused on letting you guys get to know a little bit more about me. And hopefully, in return, you'll leave me some comments and let me know a little bit more about you and where you're at in the game and what you're working on at the moment. So for me, I started playing this game back in November, right after, I guess, the Halloween expansion or update that came out. I didn't get a chance to play any of that, but I remember the artwork when I started. The Pumpkin King special was going, and I didn't really know much about it. But I started playing the game because my brother-in-law visited with his PS4, and he had Trials Fusion on there, and I just fell in love with that game. And so when he left and took his PS4 with him after the weekend, I was hungry for more of that. I looked around for our PS3. I couldn't find anything, and then stumbled upon Trials Frontier, and it's kind of been a love affair ever since. As a gamer, I'm not really the type to play like a whole wide variety of games. I pretty much will find one game that I like and just play the crap out of it, and that's what I've done with this game. And that's kind of why I started shooting videos on it. There's just so many levels and so much to work on. And when I was trying to get platinums on certain levels, I actually went to YouTube and looked for videos like the ones I'm making. And although there's some out there, they don't have narration, so it's pretty much the same as just watching somebody's ghost. I mean, you have something to look at, but no explanation of what's going on. So I thought, there's something I can contribute in. So, and to me, it just looks sexy seeing the game screen on YouTube and having that technological challenge of figuring out how to get the video from my phone and how to edit the videos or whatever. That and the fact that my daughter is really into Minecraft, and she watches Minecraft videos all day long on YouTube, and I've gotten to know the personalities of some of the YouTubers that she's into, and I just thought, that looks cool. Just being able to put out content out there and engage with people and have fun. So that's kind of what motivated me to start. Now, as far as like players, I'm by far not the best player of the game, but I feel like I'm fairly decent, decent enough to kind of have something to offer. When it comes to the global leaderboard, if I can pull it open here, I'm 2300 right now, which I'm curious to see where I'm going to be able to take it. I would like to work my way up a little higher. Part of it is, and we'll get to this in a second, I don't even have all the bikes yet, and I certainly don't have them all upgraded yet. So I don't know if that's what's holding me back or if it's a skill thing. But you can see I've got platinums sprinkled around, but I've also got some silvers and plenty of golds and even like some bronzes down here. So, and as a matter of fact, I've even got over here, like the Quagmire, I haven't even been able to finish that. And I think that's because I don't have the Berserker yet, which I'm kind of embarrassed to admit. But, so that's really actually my biggest goal in the game right now. And I'm so thankful that they fixed the Android gift bug, because that just slowed me down so much. I had been just rocking through the upgrades. I think at the time that I started my channel, I had the Armadillo and the Tango fully upgraded, and I was working on the rest. And I've only, in the last 2 days, I think it was 2 days ago, when I got my final upgrade on the Bronco. So now I've got fully upgraded Tier 1 bikes. I'm pretty close to, 47 hours and 8 hours. So I'm pretty close to fully upgraded on the Jackal. And I'm working on, I've got 3 upgrades in progress on the the Mantis, and then after that, I'll have a little ways to go. I got one more upgrade on the frame. This, I guess, will finish off the tires. This one will finish off. No, I guess I've got one more I can hardly see, but yeah, it looks like I've maybe got one more on the engine after this, and maybe one more. I don't know. It's hard to. The icons are always kind of confusing looking. But anyway, I'm working on the Mantis, and I think actually this one I've been focusing on because in order for me to unlock the Berserker, I think I'm going to need the Mantis fully upgraded just so I can win the races against Anba to get these rest of these blueprint pieces. Kind of close to the finishing out on this guy. The Riptide I don't even care about right now because it takes really high-end parts, and honestly, once I get the Berserker unlocked, the Riptide is probably not going to get upgraded until the very last. And then I've got the Phantom. It's not my favorite bike. I mean, it's okay, but the only time I really play it is whenever I get it either on the slot machine or in the PvP races. I hardly ever choose it. And then the Donkey, I've got an embarrassingly few amount of the blueprints for that, and it just hadn't been a priority for me. I'm definitely not going to spend gems on it, and I'm not going to spend the PvP chips for it either. There have been, I think, some of the PvP loot wheels, I've seen blueprint pieces coming up on there. So that, and then I guess PvP in general, that'll be the way I do that probably. It's just, for me, it hadn't been that big of a priority, but it will probably later on down the road be something I focus on. Now, one thing that I'm focusing on, and this is kind of, I guess, my, aside from trying to get the Berserker, my next project that I'm working on is I have so far not actually made it to the Legends leaderboard, and I'm going to take a stab at it this time. Now, in the past, I've done it what I would call the legitimate way, which is, actually race your way up in like three races at a time, and then, at each successive level, just keep racing. One thing that's been holding me back is not having all my bikes fully upgraded. I mean, just even a week ago, my Mantis was probably 2 levels lower on all 4 stats. That, and then the other thing is, definitely skill level, which is something I'm continuing to work on. But I was reading through the forums and I read about some tricks that people are doing, and particularly now that I've got many more friends and I'm getting, you can see the 611 golden tickets. I'm getting a lot of golden tickets, so it's given me opportunities to do things in a little slightly different way. So what I've done is I've purposely started a bunch of races and lost them all on purpose to drop myself down to level 15, where the races will be pretty easy. And at this level, I can control probably with pretty good precision what I win and lose. So for the next 8 days or so, I'm going to just start a bunch of races and make a point to win half and lose half. And that way I'll earn PvP chips, and I will earn the additional resources, but I'll continue to stay at level 15 where the racing is easy. So for the price of some golden tickets, I'll be able to just grind through a lot and get a lot of parts and resources. And then on the last 48 hours, I'll just start up, I don't know how many, I'll do the math and figure out how many, but I'll start up enough races that I can just get that win streak bonus and level up all the way to the leaderboard just in the last little bit there. And I've heard about people doing that. I've never tried it personally. This will be my first time to do that. But hopefully in 10 days or so, 10 days and 8 hours, I guess, hopefully I will be on the Legends leaderboard. So that's kind of, right now, that's really what I'm focused on, is getting the Berserker and getting on the Legends leaderboard. All right, so if you stuck with me this far, I really appreciate it. And I hope this is fun for you guys to get to know a little bit more about me. And, if you're a subscriber or if you enjoy my videos, I would really like to find out a little bit more about you. Like what levels are you on? What maps, are you working on getting your platinums on? I am going to try to mix that up a little bit. I have up until now only put out tier 1 maps with the platinum how-tos, but I've got platinums on some of the tier 2 and 3 maps, and my idea now is that I should actually mix it up and try to put out maps at all 3 levels, just so that players that are watching these videos and that are at different levels in the game can actually find content that's, at the level that they're at. So that's one thing I'll be switching up in the short-term future here. And outside of that, though, I'd like to kind of just find out more about what you guys are doing in the game, what you're focused on, and if there's a way that I can adjust, the videos that I'm putting out to kind of accommodate that. I'll be happy to do that. All right, so thanks for sticking with me. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.